What's up, YouTube? Okay, so I got some Pokemon X and Y battles. I've been mucking around doing a few. Made this random little team up. I've got a few favourites. So I've had some really shitty battles lately. I had a few good ones and
some very interesting ones.
It's a very random one. So let's play this battle. Let's go. So I sort of got a couple of pokes together. I'm still making a few, obviously, so this team's not even really a proper team. It's just, of course, I did them all myself, but it's just a few cool pokes that I did. Okay, so it took me ages to get freaking, what's its ability?
Poison Heal.
Yeah, Poison Heal, or Immunity Glider. It was really annoying to get. Okay, so this guy starts off with a Shift Tree and sets up the Sunny Day, which is cool. I just protected to get my Toxic Orb and to see what he would actually do here. So the Sun turns harsh, and that's only going to go for 5 turns. That's cool. I get my Toxic Orb activated. Hits with the Leaf Storm, does loads to me, because obviously my special defense isn't the greatest. So I'm like, okay, fair enough. I'm just going for the Toxic here. I can probably, protect Roost off the damage now, because he's got that.
And definitely won't kill next turn, because of the negative 2 drop on special attack.
Exactly, yeah. I got indigestion. I think it's tricky. Anyway, so Stranger goes for the Leaf Storm again. Maybe think he can get me in the second. I'm not even sure, but that's another special attack drops there. So I think he's -4 now.
Yeah.
I just go Roost there because I thought I presumed he'd switch. Yeah, this was a very strange battle at the start, but it started to get pretty. It got more serious at the end. So he went for a Leaf Storm. I avoid the attack. I'm like, dude, why do you keep Leaf Storming for? Just swap out or something like that. So I just go for the Earthquake just to get some damage. Obviously, I know that's not going to be very effective. So I got the Poison and Earthquake
really
damage.
Starting to rack up too.
Yeah,
Poison.
it's good. Now he goes, what the fuck, boom. I'm like, wow, I've never seen that on a Shift Tree before. That was pretty cool.
It's a bit random.
It's a pretty cool animation, I have to admit. And I was surprised by the damage that did as well, because Shift Tree's not, yeah, that would probably be a hindering attack nature, you'd think.
That was a really weird shifty.
Yeah.
I couldn't get a read on
I was
it
like,
either.
what the fuck? Anyway, so I got the Poison Heal there. That's going to get me over half health anyway. So, out comes the Ninetales here. So this thing got Drought. So it's looking to me like this is going to be like one of those annoying weather teams. Fortunately for me, I never really use weather teams. Only if I'm, going troll on someone. And, yes, so that only lasts for 5 turns. So Ninetales goes for the Fire move. Obviously, that's like the obvious thing. I get burned. Yay, that was really lucky. Not not really. So I've got leftovers on my Vaporeon, of course. So I was thinking, what's this thing got to have? It may have. I was thinking Energy Ball. Then it's got Solar Beam. I completely forgot about that. Like, pretty cool. Looked like a Ninetale Fox. So, hits him with the Solar Beam. That's going to do loads to me anyway. Though I am quite bulky in special defense, I completely bulked it out. Just in case that Ninetales was going to switch, I did go for the Acid Armor, so, like an incoming fighting move or something wouldn't do as much damage to me.
Or a Wild Charge, anyway.
Yeah, something like that. Anything like that. Any electric move. Quick Claw's not going to work because I got Protect.
It was a bit random move on Ninetales as well, Quick Claw.
Yeah, it's a bit random. I don't know. Anyway, so I was sort of trying to outstall that Drought because, as I mentioned earlier in the video about a few minutes ago, that it's only 5 turns down. I'm not really going to be able to do a hell of a lot more to this Ninetales because the next Solar Beam is most definitely going to kill me. So I go into Megatron here, and I wanted. This is Aggron is my out of all the Mega Evolutions, he's definitely my most favourite out of all of them. So I go for the Solar Beam here. That hits me pretty hard. So I think I might Mega Evo here so I can resist that Solar Beam. So I go for the Mega Evo here just to get it back, and I've got Filter as well in case a Flamethrower did hit. Unfortunately for me, it did go for the Flamethrower, and
plus Drought being up as well.
It wasn't much. There wasn't actually a lot in my team that I could actually swap into, so that's okay. It didn't really bother me too much. So I stalled out enough so the sun would be gone. So I go into my Nidoking here. So I'm just going to go for the Earth Power on there. So they're going to swap their Ninetales out, and they send in their Charizard. So obviously they predicted I will use a ground move. Of some sort. So they've got the Mega Charizard item. That's cool. So I've got T-Bolt on this thing because I like running T-Bolt on Nidoking. It's just handy. You can actually hit flying and water and all that kind of stuff. It goes for a Solar Beam there, which is fine.
Plus the Drought ability as well on Y.
Yeah, it's got the Drought ability. So obviously it's a whole Sunday. I just take that very quite badly. I go for the T-Bolt there and one-shot it, which is good.
Plus Sheer Force and Life Orb.
Sheer Force, Life Orb. So good old Nidoking. He is basically he's very good special attacker. So out comes Houndoom. I just go straight away for the Earth Power. I think, fuck, I don't really want to switch this into anything. And I outspeed, which is good, and that's Houndoom out the way, which is that was good.
You're lucky they didn't have Sucker Punch.
I don't think I'm not sure. So out comes this thing. This thing was really fast.
Choice Scarf.
Definitely a Choice Scarf, yeah. So after that outspeed, I'm like, yeah, that's definitely a Choice Scarf. So double edge there. So I bring in my Tyranitar, my Heracross. So I'm scarfed as well, so he outsped me, which definitely means he's scarfed as well. I take that really badly, but at least I live, which was the main thing. I go for the Mega Horn here. That's going to be a definite KO there, and I'm going to get a Moxie boost from that as well, which is good. I haven't really used Heracross too much, but I've always quite liked Heracross. He's quite a cool poke, and Moxie is a really strong ability. Heracross is a little bit of a
he's more of a revenge killer.
He's an interesting Pokemon because he's quite risky because a lot of his really better moves, save, close combat, don't always hit. So I just swap out there because I'm locked into Mega Horn. That's not going to kill Ninetales, obviously. Flamethrower just kills me. It doesn't really matter if it was a crit or not. I'm definitely going to go down in the next turn anyway because of my due to the speed. There's no point. Yeah, there's no point me trying to stall out because it's, I haven't put a status ailment on Ninetales at all. So that's fine. What else we got here? So that's going to go down for sure. Down goes Ninetales, definitely.
That means...
sorry, not Ninetales. Goodness. So I bring in my my Caboterimon again, and I'm pretty sure here that I've got the match. I just go for the close combat because I know it's going to outspeed because I'm scarfed, as I mentioned earlier in the battle. I get obviously that goes down quite easily there. So I get the Moxie there, so whatever's going to come in next, I know I can probably outspeed and one shot.
Rape and pillage.
Rape and pillage, basically. So this, fortunately for me, this comes in here, this comes in, and I'm going to take that out because that's electric and normal. So
and that was good because that ability would have been solar power.
Yes, it would have been.
Which raises special attack by...
So anyway, that was an interesting game there. The guy kind of started off like full troll on me. Let's see if I got any...
And it was quite interesting. If he didn't go for Mega Horn on Swordsbuck, he could have just won the match there with a +3 Moxie Heracross
I
with
could
close
have.
combat.
I definitely could have. Let me just see if I can find you another battle because...
There's been a lot of interesting ones.
Let's have a look at this one. I had a few of them today. Like, that was probably one of the better ones I had. A lot of them were quite disappointing because it was just normally me ending up 6-0 and I know you don't want to watch that. So let's try some of the more interesting random what the fuck battles. So Gliska lead again. He's got the Phantom and that's going to frisk out my item, but obvious what I'm going to use anyway. So I just get up the Toxic on that. So this thing's got a Confuse Ray, which is really freaking annoying. Yeah, so I'm thinking here that I'm gonna switch out. Oh goodness, I got something in my throat.
Yeah, we've not long just had tea.
Yeah, I had quite a bit to drink. So I'm going to swap that out because Confuse Ray is really annoying. You can sort of set up on that. So I go into my Go-Goat. He uses Thief, which I haven't seen before.
Which kind of indicates it's an in-game Trevenant.
I'm not too sure. It might have been some kind of strategy. Anyway, he thieves my big root, which is really annoying because that was a lot of part of my Go-Goat strategy. So I go for the bulk up there. He goes to Confuse Ray again. This is really annoying. Confuse Ray is it's just an annoying move because you have to decide whether you want to stay in, hit yourself.
You're kind of lucky though because you're raising attack and defense, so it kind of cancels each other out.
Yeah. So what I'll do here is I'm just going to go for a few more. I was just going to boost up a couple more bulk up, see what I could do here. Yeah. So he goes for Phantom Force.
Very similar to Shadow Force.
Yeah. So he's still hurt by that poison, and I'm not really too sure what he's actually going to try and do to me. I go for another bulk up, so I'm getting pretty lucky getting past this Confusion Hacks. So the next turn I'm obviously going to go for Milk Drink. Go-Go's a pretty cool poke because he has access to Milk Drink as well. He smacks me on the ass, it doesn't do too much. That Tox is going to do a lot to him next turn. That's going to kill him actually. So I'm confused, hit myself in Confusion. I'm like, whatever, that's okay. So hits him with the Thief again, it's not going to do anything. I don't have an item, so that's not really useful. I guess it could be the same as knockoff, I guess. Same kind of deal. Thief, knockoff. Both get rid of your item, so it's not too bad. So in comes Noivern. I'm fearing some kind of flying move, like air slash or something like that. Yeah. So I go into my special defense. This is more of a special defense wall. He goes for Dragon Pulse. That probably would have hurt me as well. I'm not sure, but I'm really tanked out in special. Very, very tanked out in special. So that's not going to do anything to me at all. I'm trying to scare him out because I'm trying to say that I've got an Ice Beam, but I don't really have an Ice Beam on this set. I'm messing them around a bit. So I went for an Acid Armor here because I thought, you know, obviously he's going to swap out into some kind of physical attacker. The last person I thought would come out would be Aerodactyl, being weak to water, but what do you know, he brings it out. So I go for Scald, and I'm not sure how I outspeed Aerodactyl. Somehow he lives on 1 health without.
He went for a roll.
He went for a roll. So he goes for a roll, and I was thinking he must have gone for a roll because there's no way I would have outspeed him, even with like negative nature or anything. So out comes Megatron. He's going to die to burn.
So basically a free switch.
Yeah, basically here. So this was a bit of a random battle. So out comes a Blaziken, which is really annoying. So I'm going to use my Mega Evolution here because I don't feel like a jerk because he's using Blaziken. Look at that Mega Evolution. It's so awesome. It just makes all the others look like shit. Okay, so I go for Earthquake there, and that's going to take Blaziken out for sure. Great thing about Aggron is when he... Well, Aggron gets the filter ability when he goes to Mega Evo, and the only thing he loses is his Rock Head ability, and I am carrying a Head Smash on this, so it's a little bit, you know...
You kind of gain and lose as well.
So we've got, yeah, you do. And so we've got 2 Mega Evos on the field here, so he's going to Mega Tyranitar. This thing's really good. What's that item called? It's like this vest thing.
Assault Vest.
Assault Vest, yeah. You could Sandstorm and Assault Vest Tyranitar. That would be fucking beastly. With its Sandstorm boost as well, and that obviously boosts Sandstorm. That boosts the Sandstorm and its special defense altogether. I go for Iron Head there. Does nice damage.
The only downside is Assault Vest. You can't use like D-Dance or something.
Well, you can't use any status moves in general, so it's more designed for like, you know, ones like Tyranitar. Yeah, so...
Goodra is another good one.
Goodra would be another good one. And Conkeldurr would be another good one as well. That'd be, yeah, Drain Punch, my goodness. Okay, so out comes Noivern. I'm just going to go straight away for the Iron Head because that's going to finish it off easily. Oh, it didn't. No. My bad. I got a flinch, lol. Okay, he wouldn't have probably been able to do much to me anyway. And I'm just going to hit him with another Iron Head there. And that goes down to... very easily. The Sandstorm subsides, so my special defense kind of goes down. But
you don't really get one.
Fuck! Why does this Pokemon have to be last for? I didn't want to kill this Pokemon, but I had to. God damn it. You make me kill my favourite Pokemon. So, I get a crit too, my goodness. So down goes D-Knight. I'm not sure that would have killed with multi-scale, but anyway, that's that person. So that was an interesting battle. Anyway, so guys, what I want to do is... I used to do this a lot with my other battles. If you want to have a battle with me or anyone in the comments, leave a comment and obviously your friend code and that kind of stuff. And I'll pick someone random out and we can have a battle and stuff like that. Yeah, so I don't give a shit what you bring really, except Ubers. That obviously.
Anything that seems Uberly like.
Yes, so same kind of. Yeah.
So no Xerneas, no Barnes.
Yes, obviously those things. So yeah, I'll try and pick someone random out like. You know, after I upload, and then we can have a battle. Be good funs. So it can be anything like that. So I think that's all I need to say. Yeah, a few random battles, and yes, there was a person that I battled today that used Hydro Pump, Surf, then Bubble on my Vaporeon with Water Orb, all in a row. Then swapped out. Oh dear. Okay, guys. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed the video.